What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today's session is gonna be extensive for sure. I haven't updated my charts really that much, so I am gonna go through it today. Also, sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. Um, Gotta account for the fact that we didn't do a class yesterday and we didn't do a class Sunday. So, also I do want to say on stream, right? So everybody's aware. Um, these next this next week, pretty much this next week. Um, I'm not gonna be doing the live trading sessions in the morning. I'm gonna be a little bit too busy. On mornings where I'm good, I'll be able to do it. Wednesday tomorrow I have to take my dad to the airport. Thursday I have the doctor's appointment. Finally, fucking, I'm still 3 months going strong with the bullshit that I've been going through since December. Um, and then Friday I think I'll be busy in the morning too. If not, I'll turn the stream on. But it's gonna be a pretty tough week for me to do the morning streams. But for sure we'll continue to do the isolation session, which is this stream. What's up, Muhammad? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Doing pretty good, man. Doing good. How about yourself? What have you been up to? Good trades today, man. Beautiful, beautiful trades today. So let's get this started. So let's start in the daily time frame. Right, again, daily time frame AU. We know we're in a downtrend. We have a month of drop. We're at the bottom of consolidation, looking for level 3 drop. 4-hour time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, low, lower high, right? All of this push, this is what created the change of character, right? May gave us that lower low to where we're at now, right? We're still in the lower low. Could we be expecting this pullback, right? In the external time frame, we know we were looking for a pullback. So then in the internal, which is a 30-minute, right? We understood already our first targeted POI zone, which we said last week was our zone where price is gonna pull back to, is up to here, right? Which was a 78.6 fib retracement, right? It did a little bit more, went up a little bit more, gave us 2 days of rise, right? I also said keep an eye on this zone up here. We have a 4-hour, right, engulfing candle. Green, green, red engulfing, right? Each candle has top wicks and bottom wicks. Green wick or green candle closed above the first wick. Red candle closed below. It was also, if you look at this as a fair value gap, right? If you're a fair value gap trader, this is what a fair value gap looks like. It's all the same shit. If you're trading imbalances, is the same thing. You're looking for the imbalance to be filled 75%. If you're looking for the candlestick patterns, right? If you're looking for the candlestick engulfing candles, right? The engulfing candles, this is what we're looking for. So there's a whole bunch of point of interest up here alone. So I'm gonna delete this. We already know we have the 800 EMA as well in the 4-hour time frame. Also I want to take a look, right? We have a week of no net. There's no continuations right now, right? There's nothing telling us that price has turned around. We are still looking at a 30-minute time frame. We had lower low to then where price made higher high, higher low to then gave us a higher high, right? So at this point, right, let's update our 30-minute time frame. So we could start deleting this, right? I'm gonna start clearing up the chart now, right? So now we know that we're trading between higher high, higher low to the higher high over there, right? So this higher high. Now again, am I looking for an entry going long here? Me personally, I am not, again, because I don't trade going counter trends, right? So I'll be looking for a change of character and a break of structure to then get those pushes to the downside, right? Nonetheless, we know we have 2 days of rise today. Tomorrow, right? We'll be expecting a third day to be made, a new high to be made. Is that where price is going to reject? right, and just tap into our 30-minute high and then go down? It could be, right? I also want to take a look at the 4-hour, right? We know in the 4-hour we had higher high, higher low, higher high, low, lower high, lower low, right? To now to price did now a little change of character to make a higher high, right? So we know that we're still trading between this low and the highs that are made up here, right? So now we have a 4-hour high, we have a 30-minute high, we have 2 days of rise, right? After 3 days, market must chop or drop. So now we're just getting ready for price to start going down. But we gotta be patient, we gotta wait it out, and we gotta wait for our confirmations, right? Price is still making higher highs, higher lows, whatever way you want to see it. So AU, we gotta wait. Give me 2 seconds, guys. My bad. Sorry, I had my door closed. The fucking cat was meowing. um, been around, opened the demo on a Propfirm since funding pips is still down. Up 2%. Yeah, that's amazing, man. Congratulations. That's how it should be, bro. Literally, like that trade you took this morning, that's literally how easy trading should be. Right? You waited for the confirmation, right? It was perfect. Right? The new week started, you go to the 4-hour time frame. Right? In the 4-hour time frame, is there an engulfing you already, is it following the trend, right? That's number 1. If it's following the trend, is there an engulfing candle? Is that engulfing candle following the trend? Right? If yes, then you already know. It's a home run. Literally, that trade will always be a home run, no matter what. If you're following all the rules you're supposed to be following, again, you're following the trend, you're taking trades with the trend, not counter trend, and you're following the higher highs and higher lows, those are home runs every single time. So AU we're still waiting for, right? Nothing crazy. CHF I'm not gonna delete this yet. Why? Because this engulfing candle here in the 30-minute time frame still hasn't been tapped into, right? And you can see price is kind of having a hard time breaking into these highs. So I'm still expecting price to pull back down at least to this 4-hour low, somewhere within this zone, and then this is where we'll see price go up, right? Also, when we're looking at the 30-minute time frame, we had lower low, lower high, lower low. Our 30-minute low hasn't been tapped into, our 30-minute high hasn't been tapped into. We can see price is just consolidating here, right? Let's pull these rectangles to the side, right? So we could also be able to witness where price is at between our 30-minute high and our 30-minute low, right? If we zoom out a little bit, right, just so we could see our 30-minute low and our 30-minute high, where's price right now? In the middle of the trend. It's in the middle of the zone. I'm sorry, not the trend. We're in the middle of consolidation right now from the 30-minute high to the 30-minute low. So this is also why I'm also not even going to be looking at CHF-JPY until we reach either our lows or until we start breaking above and we start getting clear higher highs and higher lows, right? Because again, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So internal structure we're making lower lows, lower highs. External structure we're making lower lows, lower highs, right? So CHF-JPY, I'm definitely just gonna turn it off. Not even gonna be entertaining that. But let's update this just in case. I don't think I updated this, but I think I did. I don't know. Let's see. We know we're in peak high territory. We have 2 weeks of drop. This might actually be a no net. Yeah, this is a no net. So no continuations on nothing in the 30-minute. Obviously, just a day of drop. And then today gave us a no net. Nah, you meowed to come in here, and now you're staying until I'm done. So sad for you, Shadow. Right, so CHF-JPY we'll skip for now. Euro AUD, let's go to the daily time frame. Right? Ah, oh, shit, what did I move? That's not good. V2, right? We're in the second zone of consolidation. We could change this. Oh, not that. This. Whatever. I'll have to find this. I don't know why it's not letting me. Whatever. We're in V2, second zone of consolidation, right? We are still pretty much reaching the top, but in the middle of the zone. Nothing too easy. Good evening, my brother. Welcome to the stream. right? In the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour high, 4-hour low. Price hasn't reached our 4-hour high. Price haven't reached our 4-hour low. Right now, where are we? Just in the middle of the trend, right? So Euro AUD is another one that I'm just not really wanting to entertain until we get out of this zone, until we get out of where price is just consolidating. We have a week of no net, and then last week it gave us a week of drop. So price still not trending towards where we wanted to. Now looking at the 30-minute, right, you can see how price right now broke. It was another low. Price is still just consolidating though. I'm not even gonna move. I'm not even gonna mark this. 2 days of no net, and they gave us a day of rise today. Right, so Euro AUD is another one that I'm just gonna shut off until we start making higher highs and higher lows. Euro USD, there was a lot marked here. Let me start deleting stuff, make it a little bit cleaner for you guys. This was off from last week's stream, but I'm gonna start cleaning up the charts a little bit because I don't really like seeing all these drawings on my screen. I'm gonna keep it honest. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Okay. So Euro USD, let's go to the daily time frame. V1, right now we're just in the middle of consolidation. We have a month of counter drop. 4-hour time frame. Let's go back to the daily, right? Also, because I still have this mark zone down here. Could price on Euro USD still be giving us a pullback, right? And wanting to go shorter, right? Go lower than where price is at right now? Could be, right? In the 4-hour time frame, we know we had this break, which gave us this low, right? And this high. This low was tapped into here, didn't break until here. So the new low, right? Now that we're trading, we're still using this high, right? Because it broke. That was the highs from the zone. And now we're trading between that high and this low. So now that we know that, we also know that we have 2 weeks of no net, so there's no continuations, right? This lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, this is just an inducement because this is internal structure, right? We could say that this is the inducement to make people believe that this is where price is going to turn around, but again, we can't forget we have this imbalance that's here, right? Which is also the fair value gap, which is also the gap in the market, right? Some people just look at that as a gap in the market. And I think this also has a bottom wick, yeah. So this is also a engulfing candle here, right? But again, this engulfing candle, this entry going short is not valid for me. Why? Because this is moving counter, right? So again, Euro USD, I'm not gonna be entertaining Euro USD to take any trades until I get a clean change of character and a break of structure. Currently, we had a day of no net, and then gave it a day of rise, which was today, right? And then let's update this in the 30-minute time frame, right? We had lower low, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, low. I don't know how this shit marked. Hold on. Right, lower low, lower high, broke here, gave us this high, change of character. I have so much shit here marked on my screen. I hate seeing this like this. Give me a minute, guys, to just remove some of these things here. Okay. So then we had the change of character, the pullback, the break of structure, right? And then this is where price gave us a pullback, but it gave us a change of character again going short, right? So here's our change of character going short, which then gave us this high, right? Which price tapped into, gave us the engulfing candle, tapped into, gave us the entry going short, boop, to go short, right? And then price gave us this low, right? Which broke here, which then gave us this high, which then gave us this change of character again. Right, I'm just gonna update this so we can see where we're at now. Right, which then gave us this high, which then gave us this low, which then gave us this high. Right, that broke. Right, and then notice we had the change of character. Right, the BOS consolidation gave us a small pullback and then push 3. Right, so at this point, am I expecting price to continue to go up? Right, when I'm looking at my rules, I'm not really expecting price to continue to go up. Price already went above the 800 EMA. Right, the push that broke through the 800 EMA were 2 fast green candles, right, which are what? Just imbalances in the market. Right, the next candles at the top side that created the volume for NYC also gave us imbalanced candles, which price already came down and cleared up. Right, so with that being said, could I be expecting the same thing to happen for price to just continue to go down? It could be. Right, but I also know that we're close to an engulfing candle that's in the 4-hour time frame. So is there a possibility that price is just going to go up, tap into our engulfing candle, which is also where the previous imbalance candles were, and then price is gonna go from up here, right, to do something like this. And I'll draw it with the highlighter, right? We'll do something like this, and then push down. Or, right, for us to look for trades a little bit earlier, if price decides to break above this zone, right, then we know this is where we could start looking for price to continue to push to the top side. And ideally, that's what you want to see. But if price wants to go lower and tap into our 4-hour lows, then we know that we're just going to have long term where you got to wait it out and see what price wants to do from there. GJ, daily time frame, we're in peak high territory. We have a month of rise. We know that we still have this gap. 4-hour time frame, we have 2 weeks of rise. This week, looking for a 3rd week high. Price already started to push to the top side, so let's see. Right, let's keep looking at this. We had the 4-hour break. Once we had the 4-hour break, gave us this 4-hour low, and it gave us this 4-hour pullback, the last red candle that made the push, right? So now in the 30-minute, we can see how last week price went down, tapped into our 4-hour low, right, which was our first POI. Happened early, right? Happened at 8 AM. This was the day that ADR was already hit, right, by a lot. Oh no, not yet. Almost. Let's see if it taps. If it taps into the zone. I'm gonna keep an alert on this so we don't miss it if it does do it. Sorry about that, guys. I have like a lot of mucus today. Right, and they gave us the rise. Perfect. Alright, so GJ is one that I'm gonna keep an eye on for today. GU, daily time frame. V1, we're looking for push number 2 in the trend. 2 months of no net. We have a week of no net. So no continuation. Price is just moving sideways. We know that we're still trading between this 4-hour high and this 4-hour low. 30-minute time frame, we can see how the 4-hour low was not tested yet and price just went up. So now we know that we're still trading between this 30-minute high and this 30-minute low, and price at the low is just consolidating. Right, price went up, filled 75% of the imbalance candle, and then started pushing down. So this is the same thing as CHFJPY, in the sense that I still believe that price is gonna have to come down and test these lows before we can continue to push to the top side. Right, and the fact that GJ has 3 weeks of rise but GU doesn't, and GU is the one that's in an uptrend while GJ is just in peak high territory. The correlation between the two, I'm not, I'm not very fluent in that, but just wanna, for the people who do know, maybe that will help you guys figure something out with that. What are these red lines? I don't know. Let me see if I could just delete them. I don't like having all that shit on my screen. I'm gonna just take them off. I don't know what they are. If I don't have them labeled, I'm just gonna, oh shit, what did I do? Okay. So that's GU. GU, we're just gonna wait it out. US30. US30 was interesting today. Really didn't really did the moves during Asia session, then did some crazy shit during NYC, right? Not really sure what price did today, right? I just stayed away from US30 because understanding that yesterday was a bank holiday, today was gonna be just super volatile for no reason, and that's exactly what happened, right? So not really much to say on US30. We don't have any continuations at all. This is not a week of drop. This is a week of no net. We have no continuations. Not really a lot to break down, right? We have a 4-hour lows, we have 4-hour highs. The 4-hour lows, we had a 4-hour sweep, and then price went to the top side. So where we're at now. So could we be expecting price to continue to push up right at this moment? This is the same situation as CHFJPY, same situation as Euro AUD, right? We're in the middle of the 4-hour low and 4-hour high, right? Me personally, I don't like taking trades here at the middle, right? So I'll wait for this one. Not gonna really mark this down. USDCAD left a gap in the market. That's interesting. Left us a gap here. It was the rise. 21 candles green. And then we have a slight weaker rise. Okay. But again, just where we're at in the middle of the zone, it's not a comfortable place to look for an entry, right? So because of that, and also because of 30-minute, I'm still not convinced, right? I do like the fact, right? We have a 4-hour low and 4-hour high. I do like the fact that between the 4-hour low and the high, we are seeing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. To where we're at now, higher low, right? But I would love to see overall, right? Because this is, if we're looking at external versus internal, right? External structure, if we zoom out, right? Price is doing what right now, right? At one point we were making high, low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, to then lower low, lower high, lower low, to then what happened? Pushed up to the pullback. So external structure, we're still in a downtrend, right? And that's what we want to flip. We want to make sure that we're trading within the trend. If we want to make sure that the daily, the 4-hour, and the 30-minute are all uptrending, right? And right now we can't say that about the 4-hour, right? Right now we can't really say that about the daily either. The 30-minute, yes, the 30-minute, when we're looking at it just okay, when we're looking at this picture, yeah, we could see higher highs and higher lows. But when we look at the outside, right, the external structure, the skeleton, what are we really doing, right? Lower low, lower high. This is all part of the trend. This is lower low. So we know that we're trading between this high and this low. Now, everything that happens after the high and the low is established in here, yeah, we could see higher highs and higher lows, and then consolidation, right? It went down and gave us a lower low, and then it gave us a higher high, and then it gave us a higher low, and then it gave us another higher high, right? So we just want to make sure that, okay, where's the best place to look for trades right now is going to be the break of the 4-hour highs, right? And then now if we just zoom back in, right, we start seeing, okay, why wouldn't these trades make sense right now is because we had this high, this higher low, but this could be a retest right here, right? Could this be where price just turns back around and goes down? It could be, right? And again, just using the confluence that we have, right? We know that there's already a 30-minute gap down here that price has to come back down to fill, right? Also, using everything to our advantage, what's going on right now in the market? Right at this moment, price is just consolidating. So we already know on top of our heads, right, as traders, right, we understand we have a type 1, type 2, and type 3 pattern, which is going to be consolidation during Asia session and London session, and then that's when the breakout is going to happen. So we already know, okay, we have to just wait for price to develop a little bit. Either price is going to give us a type, if we want price to go down, which again, USDCAD is an overall uptrend, but we have this 30-minute gap here at the bottom. So if price wants to go down, right, there's a couple of things we could see, right? Again, it could be either a type 1 pattern, where price consolidate, breaks above, gives us a double bottom, push 1, push 2, push 3, goes to the bottom, right? That could be one play. Or it could be consolidation, break below, retest to continue to go, right? Or it could be again consolidation, break, come back 50% of consolidation to then go down, right? So USDCAD is going to be a simple one for today, but again, is I'm most likely this is going counter with the trend, so I won't be taking these trades. Stream is lagging. Shit. For which pair? My bad, bro. I didn't see that early enough. Let me know what you want me to go over again, and then I'll. Which pair? I got you. No worries. It was on GJ. I got you. I'll go over GJ now. I'll finish. I'm only missing gold and Bitcoin. I'll do GJ again after I finish these two. So gold, I'm gonna start in the daily time frame. Right now, no clue. Right, so I'm just looking at structure. In the lower time frames. Right, so in the 4 hour, we have 2 weeks of drop. Right, are we expecting a third week of drop this week? Ideally, we would want to see a third week of drop. Right, so now in the 30-minute, we saw that we had 3 days of rise. Right, we know that we're still trading between this high and this low. We know that there's an imbalance. We have all of that. Right, we have a 30-minute high, 30-minute low. We have previous 3 days of rise. On the third day gave us a rise no net, so today we were expecting a fourth day rise variation. Right, price tapped into our 30-minute high and started pushing away from it. So could this have been the trade? Right, on a normal day where price didn't already give us STP and ADR for the day, if we would have gotten, or if the 30-minute high would have been a little bit just closer, right below where STP would have been, we would have taken this trade here. Right, at this point though, price is still making internally higher highs and higher lows. I would like to see an internal structure, or an engulfing candle somewhere. Right, so for price to continue to go down, I would like to see a green, red. Right, and that's what we're gonna look for. Now we don't have one in the daily. For the 1 hour, the 30-minute, nothing. The 15-minute, right, had a green, red here, but the red doesn't have a top wick. Right, so it wasn't valid, but it did do what it had to do. Right, it gave us a green, red. Price came up, retested it. Right, gave us 0 drawdown for price to continue to go. But again, it's not a valid candle, so I don't want you guys to get confused. Green, reds anywhere here? No. So right now, when we're looking at the engulfing candles, it's really nothing, right? But now let's look at structure in the 5-minute. Right, we know that we're trading low, lower, high, lower, low, high. I'm sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I was just replying to a text. Um, Lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, right? And then these highs weren't broken until this, right? So then we had higher, high, higher, low. All this higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, right? Until we get here. This looks like what? Shoulder head shoulder, right? We had higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. These lows weren't broken till here. So this is where we have our change of character. Right, so boom, we have a change of character. And then this would be a BOS. Right, and right now, test, test, test. Right, this red candle would have been the confirmation, but it closed still above the wick. Notice that. Right, so none of these candles broke. They're still testing, and we still don't have an engulfing candle. Would be an interesting one to keep an eye on for sure. Gold is going to be interesting to look at for tonight. Asia session, London session might be pretty interesting for gold, so keep an eye on that. And then Bitcoin, right? I'm not gonna really say a lot about Bitcoin right now. We're just at the top of the zones. Price today tapped into the 30-minute low. Actually, hold on, let me see. We had the break, right? The break happened first, right? The break for the top, which this break gave us the same low, right? Yeah, so it gave us a perfect entry today too, to be honest. This happened at what, 12 o'clock? Yeah, I was already out of the chart at this time anyway, right? But this gave us a perfect 30-minute retest for price to just continue to the top side. That was a really good trade. If I would have been on the charts at this time, this would have been a perfect trade for us to take. This would have been the same trade that we took up here, literally, just at the bottom of the zone. So the same trade that we took up here on Bitcoin is the same trade from this one down here. And then GJ. So GJ was just the engulfing candle in the 30-minute time frame, right? We have 2 weeks of rise. This week being the third week, right? The push for today already started at this point. Price hasn't really given us an engulfing candle. It gave us an engulfing candle early on last night, right? Had a red green, then gave us a nice retest here, where price was just playing around in the zone, right? Never hit stop loss though. Never hit stop loss, right? Played around in the area for a few hours until early in the morning, and that's when price decided to go up, right? And then that zone is here. So it's pretty much the same trade as GU today, right? GJ and GU today were really similar. Again, you had the red green, right? Price came, just retested the zone multiple times, gave you multiple entry zones, right? From literally 6 in the morning all the way till 8. The GJ and GU had pretty similar zones today. Only difference was GU was in the 4-hour, GJ was in the 30-minute. So similar to what's going on right now, right? Again, gave us another engulfing candle. Price hasn't gone into the zone yet, so I'm still waiting on that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Unless you guys have any other questions, I'll try to be live tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I will definitely, I'll try to be for sure. I just want to make sure this green candle did have a bottom wick, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, just wanted to make sure. And yeah, hope this was a good session. Pretty good session. We went over the daily, the 4-hour, the 30-minute, put everything together. Again, we saw that not a lot of trades are in the right spot that we want to be in, but for the most part, we'll just have to keep an eye on them and just wait it out. So gold and GJ for sure on my list for today or for tomorrow. Took it too, but didn't post because not as much confidence as GU. Well, no, GJ actually has more confidence than GU, right? Because remember, GU, the only reason I wasn't really that antsy about taking GU was because, remember, GU is still making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? So yes, we know we are in an overall uptrend, right? But again, when we're looking at structure, we went from making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs to low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low to where we're at now, right? So the trade that you got isn't bad, right? But again, it's just the trade that you're trading the pullback, right? So when you're looking at, I don't want to confuse you, right? So I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say there, but just long story short, it's not a bad trade, obviously, because you took it from the bottom going to the top side, right? We know the zone that we're trading in. We know we're trading from this high and this low, right? Once this low was established and price went back here, and price did what? Push one, pull back. You got in perfectly on what would be the higher high, higher low, right? And you know that again, the higher low to go into the higher high, right? And we're looking for that same thing until price gets up here, right? So it's not a bad trade because you know we're obviously trading the inside, but when we're looking at confluence, right? GJ is the one that had the most confluence, right? Because this is the trade, this is the swing trade. You there in the sense of you already know you're looking for a new high to be made. So if you were active in the chart, which I wasn't today, right? If you were active in the chart and you got in just on the retest, right? You're risking 10 pips to get 83, right? What is that, a 1 to 8? So if I was on the chart, right, again, the reason there was just more confluence on GJ than GU is because of that third week rise. Not only the third week rise, but we also understand that there's a gap in the market up here still, right? So Again, and understanding we're at the top of the 4 hour and daily zone. If price this week, right, decides to give us, right, not only give us a third week a new high, but if price decides to break above and retest, right, this is the entry that you hold for what? For this TP up here. So now, not that entry that you took with a 10 pip stop loss, right, which your TP number one was 80 pips, you could have other TP set up for that one entry for 230 pips, right? That's big cash right there. You're risking 10 pips to get 230, that's unheard of, right? But if you know the rules and you follow market structure, that's literally all that is. So, but again, GU was a beautiful trade today too. We're not counting that off. But no, GJ definitely had more confluence than GU. Right, so hopefully today we could get another opportunity, right? Opportunities like this don't happen every day, but when they do, they pay out, right? And you can see it every single chart that we have. You know, I started doing this year. I kept the charts. Oh, I kept the entries on the chart so we could all see it. I got out at the high of the day. Yeah, that's perfect. Are you talking about GU or GJ? Regardless, right? Either trade is good, right? Because GU, the other reason why, right, your GU trade was good too, was your take profit, right? Because let's recalculate SCP real quick. It's 54, so it's not even 65. GJ, okay, but either I'll go over both of them anyway. Where TP should have been or where you took it from, right? So 54 pips is STP. So 54 pips from the bottom to the top, right? 54. So you could have held TP on GU, right, to 54 pips, but it's not bad, right? Because you took this trade, right? You took this trade here, which was the 4 hour pullback. You were in a little bit of drawdown because the volume that came in, but it wasn't bad, right? It was 14 pip stop loss. So where your TP was, right, which was the 800 EMA on GU, right, is not bad at all because we understand the 800 EMA is a place where price is gonna test the waters, right? Not only that, this was the high of the higher high and higher low. So those 30 pips on GU is not bad at all. Could you have gone for 54? Yeah, because obviously, obviously there was also, you could have gone in a lower time frame and just waited for a red candle, right? Because these were all just imbalanced candles. So if you really wanted to, right, you could have just waited for a red candle to appear. So you could have really just gotten out here at 50 pips. But you did good, right? 100%, 30 pips is 30 pips. 30 pips is more than fucking enough, right? Remember it. I don't want to call people. I said I was gonna do this anymore, but go on everybody else's live stream on YouTube and they're catching 5 pips. They're catching one little fucking candlestick. We don't do that here. We're catching exactly what the market is gonna give us. So again, congratulations, bro. That was a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. And then GJ, same thing, right? GJ, same thing. We know that we're trading between lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we had this change of character, higher high, higher low, right? So when you take these trades here, like we already know, okay, TP number one is going to be the high of the zone because this is where price could reject, right? And if you could see, that's exactly what happened. Price went up, rejected, and went right back to the zone. So if you took this trade early, right? If you took this trade at 3:30 in the morning, if your trade got triggered at 3 a.m., you already know you had 20 pips in the bag, right? And then if you came back early in the morning during NYC session, you took another trade, right? Another 30 pips in the bag, right? Or you probably held that to STP, which was let me recalculate. 107 is 71. Did we do 71 pips today? We did 100% of STP today. We did 76 out of 71 pips. So if you held for STP, you would have cashed out 100% of the move for today, right? You would have, if you took this trade down here, right, you would have cashed out 50 pips. So 80 pips in total with GU and GJ. Right, now think about that. Right, the trades, being patient. Just think about that. We've been on this stream for what, 2 weeks, where price was just where we had dry streaks, 189, 177. Yeah, that was a perfect trade right above the retest of the engulfing candle. Right, so after being on a dry streak for a few days, You come back in the market and you secure 80 pips in less than 2 hours on 2 trades. That pays, if you're using the right lot size. 80 pips is 80 pips, man. So I hope that made sense. I hope the explanations were good. Yeah, but this was very. Usually that's how the year starts, though. You know what I mean? Um, at least that's how it's been for me always. The beginning of the years are always, the slowest. Markets have to correct themselves, but there's also, the wars and all that shit going on as well. So we just gotta be patient with that and just wait it out, right? And again, just be patient, because if our setups play out, right? We see our setups, we already understand. Cool, we see the setup, we're gonna snipe entry that shit. Not only are we gonna snipe entry it, instead of risk, we could also have a higher lot size. We could scale in. There's so much, man. That's why when you get comfortable with one setup and you get comfortable with your trading, shit just gets so much easier, man. Gets so much easier. Um, but that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll let you guys know in the Discord, guys. Again, be active in the Discord. I'll post the link in the chat now. Again, I'm not sure how my schedule is gonna be playing out this week, so just join the Discord. I'll let you guys know in the morning if I'll be live on stream. If not, I'll let you guys know in the cord. If I do end up being able to stream in the mornings this week, I'll post the link in the chat, same way we do every single time. So again, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Good night. See you then. Peace out, Muhammad. Peace out, everybody else.